Oink. Hey, Deleterious Ham here, still learning to play Archeage. Still in the Founder's Head Start, although this is the last day. Somewhat of a failed head start. I've been able to log in maybe 2 or 3 times during the 4-day period. I know some people who've logged in less. Seems like most of the people who are able to log in are basically just staying logged in. And the AFK disconnect system is actually pretty forgiving. I was on AFK for a little bit more than 30 minutes before I got a notice that I was being disconnected. So, seems like a pretty easy thing to either monitor and just stay on, or probably a really easy and quick bot to take care of. And when this game does go live, the people who are playing free to play will regenerate their labor points faster while they're online than they will when they're offline. So there's going to be a lot of incentive for people to basically game that system, stay online as long as possible, build up those labor points, especially during the early days, and just jam whatever number of servers Tryon decides to have. And by my last count, it's still 8. So we'll see how that goes. Story so far, we have a cat. We named him Lando. He just got a new outfit. We're also inheriting the memories of a god and being chased by a crazed group of assassins. Oh, and we are still clipping along at a very, very choppy rate. Oh. I do like when you take a fall like that, there's actually a trip animation, so your character looks like they're really flailing their arms and about to just completely eat it. You and Charlie risked your lives to get this turtle liver. Would have died without this turtle liver. Thank you so much. These horrible heart tremors. That sounds like a fake disease. That sounds like the brain cloud from Joe versus the volcano. But we're not here to judge. Farmer Clark needs help with groundlings. Hey, he can deal with the occasional raiding party, but this is well beyond his capabilities. This requires an adventurer. Let's get Lando out so we get some XP. Okay, this out of view thing seems a little bit inaccurate. Localization team need to get on this one. I think something in the way. There's some kind of interference. No clear shot. These things are clearly in view. That's right. One shot the rabbit. Mobs still pretty much a pushover. Not having any mana issues. Although we are starting to consume a little bit more now that we are chaining together more spells. Still really only using 2 offensive spells.
Out of view.
let's go turn this in. Hear about Trent. Young braggart went off to take the test of the land labyrinth and become king of the Crescent Throne. Now my sister's gone west to meet him as he returns. Go talk some sense into her. Let's do it, Lando. Yeah, we turn this in and these guys know we're suckers. Giant rabbits are going to be a problem. Local warrens become diseased. Only one way to fix that, shove some hay down there and light it on fire. Let's do it. I saw you deal with those groundlings. Do you feel up to handling our rabbit problem? Now I think killing a bunch of rabbits is kind of a step down in prestige for us in our journey here as an adventurer, but let's see what kind of threat they pose. Just to give some context to how far behind I am as a result of not being able to log in for this head start, these people here talking on the left in brown for the trial. In the alpha, to do the quest to be on a jury, you had to be level 30 and not have any crime points. So either not have committed any crimes or do a quest in Marianapole that would allow you to reduce your crime points. So I am 84.41% through level 9, and those people have already completed a quest that you don't get until level 30. So, pretty significant gap there. It was a big thing. I fell really behind by not being able to log in. And we'll probably have a significant number of max level characters at launch from this Founder's Head Start. Is this that guy's sister? Yup. Oh, Renee. You gotta give it up. I knew he wouldn't be king. But he'd come back with less self-esteem. Not so silly now, am I? Love it. I hope it was just as ridiculous in Korean. Trent was so embarrassed by his failure, he threw our engagement ring into the lake. He can't swim. Jump in there, nice adventurer, and get it for us. Alright, level 10. Take a third skill tree. This is basically just the Lost Necklace quest from Lakeshire, World of Warcraft, Alliance side. Basically jump off the pier into the lake, investigate shiny piles of mud. At least we got it first try. Or every single one of those would have given us the ring. Thanks for getting my ring. Here, take this staff. I feel like we know each other. I feel like I can ask you for more favors now. I found some gold in the maze when I was trying to be king. And I gave it to my buddy Eric in Lacton to sell. Go hit him up for my share. Since you're going there anyway, since the game is basically keeping you on rails during your first 20 levels and telling you exactly where to go. Definitely feels pretty restrictive, these early levels, this first part of the game. I mean, this is supposed to be a sandbox MMO, it's supposed to be completely open-ended, but following the main quest line is really just A, B, C, D. Go here, go there. So now we're officially a dagger spell. Looks like the name hasn't changed. And pick up this Enervate, give us one more damaging ability. Oh, and actually, I can also get drop back now, Shadowplay. Not that we really need it. We haven't really taken enough damage or hadn't run into any mobs that can interrupt us, but drop back will allow us to get some distance between us and whatever our target is, and it's also going to eliminate the cooldown on our fireball spell. So we will quasi-escape and put out a little bit more damage. I climbed on the wrong mount. Over here on the left, this is one of the areas designated for public farming and or private farming, I guess, and for player housing. So all of these structures here are partially built player houses. And you're going to see people carrying trade packs one at a time over there to complete the construction. See some of those scarecrows designating people's farms. We're not even into the quest that allows you to get your first scarecrow for your first mini plot of land. And I'm guessing at this point that all the land in safe zones is taken. So if we're going to do any farming or do any building, we're going to have to do it in a contested zone. And the lag here is just horrible. All the nameplates, but none of the actual NPCs are loading. Alright. No NPCs means no quest givers. So we're just running around in circles until everything loads so that we can actually pick up the next part of our quest. This is really bad. I've never played an MMO when it first launched, but I have played on the first days of expansions, first day of world events. I remember the servers crashing every 5 minutes when AQ40 came out in WoW. And you'd basically just load up, see blank screens or see nameplates like this, and then all of a sudden you'd be dead, and then you'd be DC'd and you'd have no idea why. But that was more than a few years ago at this point. You would have figured that Tryon would have expected more need for more servers. Well, hopefully at least they're taking this Founder's Head Start to heart and realize that they'll need more when the game actually launches free to play. Can't accept the quest. There we go. Eric, you have my man's gold? Good deal. Thanks for the armor. Or the loot. Alright. One extra health protect. We'll take that. That guy there was probably so excited that he got on first day and got the name Juggernaut. Didn't realize he spelled it wrong. These priestesses in the alpha had daily quests. Usually pretty basic, easy way to get Gilda stars. Sometimes you just have to target them and type /flowers. Bunch of flowers would be thrown out, and they'd be happy and give you Guild a Star. And then other times you just had to give them a certain kind of flower that you either got from a vendor or picked up somewhere around the area. So be sure to check those from time to time to see if they have their daily quest for the Guild a Star. Easy way to build those up. Still don't think we want to take on these groups of multiple mobs at a time. We do have the drop back. Don't have any CC. And as much as I'm basically talking about how insignificant the damage is from one of these mobs, I have a feeling that 2 or 3 are just going to wreck us. So we'll play it safe, especially since there is an XP loss associated with death. Definitely have to get used to that. So, almost died there, just purely from lag. Thanks for jumping in there, buddy. You were a big help. I feel like the loot is healing more than it did in Alpha as well. Hey, don't hit my cat. Only someone could get into Black Wreath Keep. Kill Manx. Well, assuming no one else wants to load and give me another quest. Oh, there we go. Yes, we are going to the keep. Yes, we can help you. Ouch. The guy was sentenced to 70 minutes in jail for whatever his crimes were. That's probably also not helping the server queues. Go ahead and pick up this bubble trap. Give us a little bit of CC as we go into this keep. Just in case we run into a situation where we're fighting multiple mobs. And the bubble trap does combo pretty nicely with the fireball spell. After the first hit, the fireball spell does 3 successive hits. After the first hit, the target is burning. And if you use the bubble trap on a burning target, they go higher than they would otherwise. They get captured into a bubble and float up into the air. And if they go up high enough, when the bubble breaks, either because of the time expires or because you hit them with another damaging spell, they take fall damage. So you have the initial fireball hit, the damage over time from the burning, and then finally the fall damage. And during that time, they've been pretty much CC'd. Orange Biscuit down there just realized how to get across, I think. Oh, I hope he was there for like 15, 20 minutes. Looks like we may not have needed the CC spell. Most of these are not aggroable mobs. And it's a kind of like a slight difference, especially if you're colorblind. But the orange mobs don't aggro, and the darker red mobs do. So I think we can pretty much walk through here unmolested. Manx, there he is. Looks like it's a single pull. See, he didn't go very high. I don't think I had the full burning dot on him, so he's not going to get any fall damage there. So I have to cast that bubble trap a little bit earlier. No, not going to aggro. Just go look at me weird. Aggro. Come on, Biscuit. Hey, here's Bridget. Be careful, the floors up here are rigged to collapse. Stay where the thieves are walking. Well, that seems like a fun mechanic. That would be slightly more difficult if these things actually aggroed. Oh, we got one. Will this guy aggro if I attack them? Oh, who fell? Was that Orange Biscuit? I don't like that guy. Oh, this guy actually does some damage. Let's put another bubble trap. I think he was going high enough that he was going to take some fall damage when he came down if I didn't kill him midair. Alright, let's open that up. Head on back. What the? Duffies. What are you doing? You screwed me, Duffies. And she despawned. And she respawned. Alright. Oh, this guy. Dude, Orange Biscuit! What are you doing? Yeah, he can't even get across the rope into the keep. Just waltzes in, takes my Bridget, thinks he's winning at this game. Let's get out of here before Orange Biscuit screws us again. Fall damage seems kind of inconsistent. I think I took way more than that when I landed on the house earlier. Sloane's dead. Everybody's dead. Bloodhounds want me dead. I want Orange Biscuit dead. Thanks for finding my fiancé. Now if only you could find my pants. Vorden, you are an odd fellow. Alright. I think we just have to make for these to respawn. I'm pretty sure that's what that blue dot was in the water that Orange Biscuit grabbed. So, let's see. I don't even remember what we look like without the costume. I'm going to leave that on for a little while. Hopefully these are Vorden's pants. Required swimwear. Swimwear? What do you... Oh, swimwear. Right. That's mine. Well, not mine, but I was holding it as sort of good luck. You know what? Just give it... Vorden, that was kind of creepy. Yeah, that was an awkward little mini quest. I think maybe something else the localization team needs to take a look at. And on that creepy note, let's end this video. We'll be back next time, learning a little bit more about Archeage.